Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a collaboration with my beautiful friend Mackenzie over at Makeup by Mac. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to my channel so you'll get notified on all of the new uploads that I have coming up, and trust me, there's a lot coming. Alright, let's get started. Today I will be using the Soph and Revolution Extra Spice palette. I will be doing a collab today with my beautiful friend Makeup with Mac. Today I will be using this half of the palette and she will be doing a look using this half of the palette. It's going to be a lot of fun and I'm really excited to play around with it. My face is done and my eyes are primed, so I'm going to get right into it. I'm going to be starting with my Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush, and I'm going to use Cookie Dough, the shade right here. So Makeup Revolution is a lower price point brand that is based out of the UK, and they, okay. Well, does it have pigment? Yeah, it does. Which was going to be one of my concerns because usually I've heard a few things about Revolution palettes or Makeup Revolution palettes that because they're a lower price point, they are not the most pigmented or great, but so far this matte went on really nicely. I do have a shadow primer on, but still it performed, so far it's performing really well. So this palette I picked up at Ulta. It has 18 pans in it and a really nice mirror. Actually, it was for an inexpensive palette. It has this whole piece is a mirror and I love that. So it's $15 at Ulta and it's one of the brands that you can use their coupons on. So I ended up getting $3.50 off of it. So for darn near a $10 palette, I'm excited for how many colors I get and how many looks I'm going to be able to do with it. Alright, next I'm going to take the shade right here. This is Lakes, and I am going to highlight my crease. So I'm just kind of dipping it just a few times and doing a tap. And this is a kind of an olivey neutral green, but it's not a super green. It looked, at first I thought it was a really cool brown, but it's actually, I can see it's an olive under the lights in here. I do have to say these matte colors are nicely pigmented and they're blending really well. So far with the mattes, I'm impressed. It looks nice. And next I'm going to take Reputation. It's this deep kind of blue navy-ish color down here, but it does have a little bit, it's actually more like a deep teal. I am going to take that with the Real Techniques, this little fluffy guy, and just do kind of the corners here. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do, but I know I want to use these two shimmers here together. So we're just figure it out as we go. So let's get a little bit of this guy here. Although I would say this here is a nice day-to-day look. I'm going to use this mirror actually. Yeah, I'm really pleasantly surprised by how well these matte colors are blending out. I was prejudging before I got my hands on it, just based on the price point. Okay, next I'm going to take my Alamar little flat paddle brush. I love this brush for carving out shapes on my eyelids, and some of my concealer, and this is not the best concealer. It's a little bit watery, but I don't have another one on hand right now, so this is an NYX one. It's not as thick, or maybe I got a funny bottle or something, but it's not as thick as I want it to be. So I'm going to just carve out the inner corner and about halfway across the lid. All right, now that I've got that done, I'm just gonna kind of pat the edges to blur them out a little bit so it's not such a hard line. And I do have a hooded eye, or a slightly hooded eye, so when you have a hooded eye and you're doing kind of a cut crease, you want to go actually above your crease line a little bit onto your brow bone, or your orbital ridge. Otherwise, you're just not going to see it at all. All right, so next I'm going to go in and play with some of these shimmers. I'm going to be using La Sun, Aurora, and Dreams up here, maybe. The Vision is going to be Aurora, which is the kind of olivey green shimmer on the edge, and then gold, and then some of the Dreams right on the inner corner. And I'm going to be using this brush from the Vintage. It's looks like this, but I'm going to actually hit it a little bit with my Fix Plus to really make those shimmers pop, and we'll just see how they work. So I'm going to start with Aurora, which is the green guy here. Not quite what I was expecting. It's pretty, but I was expecting to have a little bit more of a pop with the metallic, but I'll see if I can build it up and what we can do there. So I'm gonna just do the same, oops, on the other side and see what we get here. I mean, it's pretty. It's a really pretty color, but yeah, like it's not. Here, let me just. Oh yeah, yep, not what I was thinking, but we'll see what we can do if we can build it up here. Yeah, I think with a few layers, we can build up a good color here. So now I'm gonna take La Sun and use this fluffy pink, basically the same brush, just a different color, and I'm gonna pick some of that up and put that on the rest of my lid. Okay, so now we're getting the metallic in. Well, it's shimmery. All right, and then I'm gonna take Dreams, which is this shimmery kind of light bronzy shade up here. I'm going to put that right on the inner corner here. So now I'm going to actually go back in with a little bit of the La Sun and just kind of try to blend these a little bit so it's not quite such a noticeable distinction between the two colors. Yep, I think that looks nice. Not as shimmery as I was wanting, as I've said, but I think it looks all right. So now I'm going to take this same little guy here and I'm going to dip in to Lakes. I'm sorry. Lakes and a teeny bit of Reputation and pull that across here to blend the other colors with those lid shades. All right, now I'm going to take that Lakes shade again on this little smudger brush and just smudge underneath my eyes. All right, now I'm going to do my liner. I'm going to be using this chocolate brown gel liner from Bang Beauty. I've never used this one before because I typically don't use a brown liner, but I think it'll be nice with this look. So I'm just going to use a liner brush and do just right on my lash line to just kind of enhance my eye look here. Okay, I'm not using this. This is really way too light. When they say chocolate, they mean like milk chocolate from the dollar section that's mostly fake sugar. So I'm gonna find a different liner to use. Okay, so I'm actually going to use this pencil. I've been really liking this one. It's an iSense long-lasting eyeliner pencil in the shade black. It's really nice and smooth, and it does actually last for quite a while. So I'm going to use this to line my eyes and then do my waterline and tightline with it. Okay, and actually I'm going to do something kind of different and fun. Before that actually dries down, I am going to take this kind of little smudgy brush and I'm going to go back into Aurora and I'm going to just pat it on top of my black liner to kind of just give it a little bit of a twinkle. Yeah, I like how that looks a lot. That looks really nice. It softens up the black and pulls it in with the rest of the look. And finally, for my eyes, I need a little bit of mascara, so I will be using Unlashed from Wander Beauty. I'm really liking this formula. It's a volume and curl mascara, but I do get a lot of length from it, which I really appreciate. So I'm gonna go pop this on and we'll take a look at it. All right, I am back. I popped on some mascara and a glossy lip, and this is the final look. I'm really liking how this turned out. I think that the mattes blended really, really well. The shimmers, you did get a shimmer to them. They did take a little bit of building up and definitely needed to be applied with a little bit of Fix Plus or setting spray. But overall, I think for the price point and as many color or as many shades as you get in this palette, I think this is a really great choice. There's a lot of color variety. There's some warm and there's some cool. There's some shimmers in there, and then there's plenty of mattes. I think you can do a lot of really fun looks, and I think that in gift giving season, or someone who's starting out and wants something with a lot of options, this would be a good choice. Like I said, I did pick it up at Ulta. It was $15 and I was able to use my Ulta coupon on it, which is always great. So it was right around $12 at the end of the day. For 18 pans of shadow, I'd say that's a very, very good value. All right, so that is it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you go and check out my friend Mackenzie's video. I've linked it down below. She did a look with the other half of the palette and she did a phenomenal job. It's beautiful. So make sure you go check her out and subscribe to her too. All right, so that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. We'll talk soon. Bye. Bye.